commission column. We created commission column based on salary. Okay. If you want to perform some kind of concatenation, okay. So let's do this. Okay. Select star from HR.employees, right? This is the table we're working on. Okay, so we have first name, last name, right? Now let's say if you have to concatenate first name and last name. So we can say first underscore name, pipe sign, right? Then last underscore name. Okay, now let's say I want to give some space between that. So I'll say space pipe. Okay, if I run it, you see, I got this name, right? Let's say we will rename it. We'll give an alias. We call it as employee name. Okay, so see, so the title became employee name, and we got the value, concatenated value based on 2 columns, right? So this is how I can perform concatenation as well. We discussed greater than, less than, in, not in, right? We did like also. All right. So like is used in condition. So when you say name like, so what like does is it will fetch the values which are like. So mostly used for text. Okay. So let's say if I have to do all the E, okay, I want all the list of all the employees whose name begin with E. So I'll say select first name, okay, from HR employees where, okay, where first name like, okay, now I'll give E percentage. Okay, so that means first character should be E. After that, anything I don't care. You see, we got Alan, Elizabeth, and Eleni. These are the 3 names which we have, okay, in the table with E. Okay, so we use like there. Okay, now percentage we have used because we are saying any character. Okay, but let's say if you want exactly, so here you have Ellen 5 letter, Eleni also 5 letter. Let's say I want E, a name starting with E, but with exactly 5 characters. So exactly 5 characters. First should be E. So E followed by 4 characters. Okay, let's see if this works. So yeah, so see here percentage is used. Percentage is used for any number of character. Okay, and underscore is used for 1 character. Okay, so I said percentage. Okay, so E percentage would mean that any number of character. E underscore means 1 character. Okay, so if I give 4 underscore, that means E followed by any 4 character, not less, not more. Okay. Now, Okay, so um, now we'll talk about case sensitivity. Okay, so see, case is significant. Okay, because when you're doing this text searching, text matching, you need to work on like sensitivity, right? Or what do you call the case type, or is uppercase or lowercase, right? If you have to um, if you have to map a certain value, then what do we do? In Python, we have discussed, right? How do we make sure that we are able to get the case right? Okay, so here you see, if I give ELN L, okay, let's say I give like this, something like this. Okay, no data found. Why? See, SQL is case sensitive, but the text value is not. Same thing we saw in Python too, right? It is not case sensitive. How do I make sure that I need to check ln? Now here, if the person has, whoever has entered the data has entered it nicely, E capital and all small, but it could be that the person might have made mistake, E capital, L capital, L small, right? So what do we do in that case in Python? We either convert to uppercase or lowercase and compare with uppercase value, isn't it? So whatever it is, if I put upper here, upper is a function which will create uppercase. So if I give upper of first name, whatever is the value of up, okay, in first name, whatever be if it is all uppercase, then also it's fine. If it is all lowercase or upper lower combination, upper function will make it uppercase. All the characters of first name will be converted into uppercase. Okay. Select first name from HR employees where upper of first name like. Now I can see ELLE. Okay, I gave all capital. So you should be able to get the data here, right? So, but it is printing. I have not done upper here. Okay, I'm just looking at the condition. So condition is checked, but the value will be printed as it is. Okay, so if I want to do, so I'll say upper of first name. You see, it is capital, right? Output I want to capitalize, so I'll say upper of. Okay, and I can say here first name, okay, something like this. So area's first name, right? So you can use function on the value or on the condition. If you're doing on the condition, it will convert the condition value and then compare, right? So either you do lower and compare with lower ln, or you do upper and compare with ln, right? Or ln, because we don't know what combination the user has used, okay, to avoid, right, the doubt of whether it's uppercase or lowercase or mix. Okay, we convert into one format which we know, right? It can be another format, right? Upper is one such format. You can say upper and it convert into upper, and then you can check with the upper value, right? Okay, so we get like LA, and output is also converted to uppercase. Okay, what else? Okay. Um, Okay, so okay, so these are some of the operators that you'll use. Now let's try to use Boolean or logical operators. Okay, logical operators will return as a Boolean value, right? Either true or false. So, um, so okay, so something like, so how many logical operators you know of? Anyone? We have already done and or, isn't it? SQL only we have done and or, right? And so when you do and, so
Bitwise
it's
and
comparing
or
two
bitwise or.
values. Yeah, so you're comparing two values. Okay, just give me a second, guys. Yeah, I'm back now. Okay, so let's say where you want first name to be Ellen and department to be sales, right? So you'll say name equal to Ellen and department equal to sales. You want either, you want people with name Ellen and department sales, right? So either your name has to be Ellen to appear, or your department has to be sales. In that case, you'll use or. Right? Or means either this or that. And you can have multiple conditions. Condition 1 or condition 2 and condition 2, 3 or, right? Just like what we did in Python, same way we can give conditions here as well, right? Okay, so now let's try to, um, increase the complexity to next level now. We'll be using set operators. What are set operators? What are set operators? Okay, so let's say I say first name where, okay, so first let me see the department. Okay, so I'm going to say select okay, so you have name, job ID. Okay, I'm just thinking how to get the data. Okay, tick, 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 tick. Okay, so I'm going to say salary 6,000 and department. Okay, so I'm going to say select star from HR employees where salary is greater than say 4,000. Okay, select star or okay, let's do star first, and then I'm going to add more stuff to it. Department ID will put 60. Okay, select star from, right? You get this, and I'm going to put select star from HR employees where department ID greater than say 60. Okay, now I'm going to put union. What does union do? Union will combine the result, right? And duplicate values will not be shown. Now you see, in first case, I am saying salary greater than 4,000. All these are data with 4,000, right? Of course, department here is 100 or 90, right? These guys would appear twice, right? For this as well, for this as well. But when we do union, okay, it should not repeat. We shouldn't say Stephen twice. That's what union will do. Okay, so of course, see, we got how many rows? 1 to 50. Okay, so it's going to show only more rows exist, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the value here better so that we get some manageable value. Let's say 6,000, and let me run and see. We get how many values? You still get a lot of values. Salary greater than 9,000. Now let's see how many we get. Still we have. Okay, let me 13,000. Let's see. 23 rows, right? Let's make it 13,500. Now we should see less number of rows, right? One error occurred. Where salary greater than 13. What is that error? Says not actual employees where salary greater than. What is the error? Sometimes it may not connect. 9,000 what? Salary greater than 9,000. Oh, let me see.
Sir, just refresh the page.
Yeah. So sometimes network connection goes away, so it might create a problem. Yep, I think the internet issue. Maybe site is down, brought down. Yeah. Okay, so let's first understand, and we'll wait for 4 or 5 minutes and see if the sites come up. So what does union do? So in set you have union, union all, intersection. Okay, what does union mean?
Sir, it joins two functions.
Right. So when you have two queries, not function queries here, we're doing queries. They are called query. Each statement is called a query. So we're doing two queries. So when you get data, okay, it will join. Okay, it will. Okay, so let's say if first query returns 20 rows and second query returns 20 rows. So how many rows we will have in when we do union?
So can you please repeat once more?
So when first query is giving us 20 rows as output. Second query is also giving us 20 rows as output. Okay, and if you perform union, then what will be the output?
Sir, 20 itself.
No, it will be more than 20.
So it combined मतलब A और B और A और B की जो भी वैल्यूज होंगी उनको कंबाइन करके एक ही इसमें कर देंगे.
Combine कर, हाँ, लेकिन कितने rows आएंगे? See, you'll get only one table.
Yes.
But rows कितने आएंगे? Rows will be between 20 and 40. अगर same query है, if they are returning exact same values, okay, if both query are same, then you will get only 20 because 20 hai. But if both are different values, both are returning different set of values, then you get 20 plus 20, 40. Okay. Okay. If there are 5 queries or 5 rows are same, then those 5 rows will appear only once. So you will get 35 only, not 40. Okay, you get 35. So that's what union does. You have union all. Okay, union all will even give us duplicate values. So if you perform 20 and 20 rows, if you, A and B gives us 20 and 20 rows, if you perform union all, you will get definitely 40. Okay, so union all gives us duplicate values as well. Similarly, you have intersection. So intersection will give us common rows between them, right? So if we have, if one is giving 20, other is giving 20, intersection of them will be the common rows. If there are 5 common rows, you'll get 5 only. Okay, maximum you can get is 20. Okay, all if all are same, if you do same query, union same query, and same query intersection same query, both will give us same result, right? Okay, so let's do that. I may not have, okay. So what I'll do, I'll say select here, I'll make it 80, let's say. And here I'll make it salary greater than 13,500. Okay. So you get 12. If I run only one, you get only 4, right? You get only 4 rows. But when I do, okay, if I do only this one, so 4, and this is giving us 11. So 11 plus 4 should have given us 15, but it's giving only 12. What does that mean?
Sir, it's removing duplicate row.
It means 3 rows are common, duplicate, right? So you see, there will be 3 rows which will have value greater than 90. Greater than 80 means 80 is not included. So 90, see, this is one common row. Okay, this is one common row, and this is one common row. This is not common, this is not common, because a department ID is greater when value is less than. Okay, now here this is more than 13.5, but department ID is not greater than 80. 80 is not greater than 80, isn't it? So only 10, oh sorry, only 3 rows are common. So 4 plus 11, okay, is 15, but 3 are duplicates, so it is giving us only 12. Okay, how many? See, 15. And you should see the duplicate values here. Okay, 24, 17, 17. Okay, so see here, 24, 17, 17. Union all does not remove the duplicate value. Okay, so if I perform intersection, intersect, it's called intersect. Okay, so let me type. Intersect, okay, and when you run it, so it gave us only those 3 common values, right? So first query and second query. Now let's say here I give first name and here I give last name. Okay, let's do some, let's try to do only first name and first name first, and then we'll see. Okay, you got John, Lex, Nima. Okay, let me first close this, guys. 1 second. You got 4 name. Should be 3, right? Okay, let's say I give last name here. Then what happens? Okay, it will give you error, no data found. Okay, because you're talking about first name and last name only, right? Sorry, you're talking about first name in first case, last name in second case. Are there any common? No. So when you're performing union or intersection, any set operation for that matter, okay, minus, make sure that number of columns that query 1 is giving should be same as the columns that you have in query 2. Okay, you cannot have different columns in query 1 and query 2 when you are performing intersect. Okay, should be same. Yeah. Okay. Now let's go a little more. Let's go a little more higher in complexity. See, here we are giving values directly, right? But now we'll try to give values as a variable. Okay. So let's say I want to run this salary 13. Okay. So I want to declare a variable. Okay, where I want to assign 13,500, and I'm going to use that variable here. Okay, to do that, we use what is called a define keyword. To declare a variable, okay, you need to use define keyword. Define a equal to 13,500. Okay, so I'll say define salary limit or whatever I can, any value equal to 13,500. Okay, 13,500. 13,500 is my value for the variable called as salary limit. Okay, now here I want to say employee ID or salary, okay, greater than salary limit. Okay, will it work? It may not work. It will not work because when you give like this, it might assume it to be a column value. Okay, how will it know that it's a variable? Okay, we need to use ampersand sign. Okay, let's run this and see first. Okay, invalid identifier. Okay, so here I'm going to say ampersand and salary limit. Now when you run it, yeah. Salary limit is correct, right? It's not working. Unsupported command. Mhm. Okay. So I guess this may not work in my. This is Oracle only, right? It should work. Wait. Salary limit. Not all variables are bound. But this variable is bound. Okay, let's do one thing. So unsupported command.
So what if we remove the ampersand and?
From here,
Yeah.
it gives that error, right? Unbounded limit invalid identifier. Okay, it is not able to find that it's a variable. Okay, to tell that use this as a variable. Okay, we have to add and ampersand here.
And what if we give the like value 13,500?
Okay, let's see that. It should work. It was working, right?
13,500.
It worked here, but this is not taking. Define, set, verify, on. Okay, I'll see, guys. Okay, it should work. Okay, I'll see why it is not working. Okay. It could be with SQL worksheet, but since it's Oracle, it should work. Okay, I'll just check why it is not. But you can declare a variable using define keyword. Okay, using define, you can declare a keyword and use that. I mean, keyword in sense variable. Okay. Okay. So now let's say I'll check this. Okay. Now let's say you say something like this. Okay. You want only the first row, not all the rows. So there is something which is not seen. Okay. It's called RowNUM. 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 Okay. RowNUM means a row, every row is given a number. Okay. First row, which is Stephen, will have row number 1. So if I say salary equal to this and row num equal to 1, you see, you get Steve. Okay, I want say.
So can you please repeat the use of RowNUM once more?
Correct. So each row, the output has a number. Okay, by default, number starts from 1, it goes on. So if you have 10 rows, it will have row num 1, 2, 3, 4. First row will have row num 1, second will have row num 2. Depending upon the query, okay, all the result will be given a row num. Okay, so let's say I want to select first name from HR employees where, okay, okay, I don't want to give where, and I'll say I will use say order by. Okay, order by salary. So what happened? Okay, so TJ is the highest salary. Okay, again, now I want the top salary, right? So one way is you say, okay, where now equal to 1. So get Steven. I want top 3 salaries. Okay, RowNUM less than equal to 3. Equal to 3. So you got top 3 people with salary. Okay, so okay, so this is how you can limit the number of rows that you want. Okay, if you want to display minimum number of rows, okay, you can give RowNUM, because every output row, okay, not the table row, output row, if you have 1,000 rows in the table but you are reading only 100, RowNUM will be assigned to only 100 record only. Okay, so using that you can control the number of rows that can appear in the output. You can use RowNUM equal to, RowNUM greater than, okay, RowNUM less than. Okay, we'll do 2 more functions and then we'll end it for today. Again, related to string or text. Okay, so let's say, see, we have seen how to do concat, right? Concatenation, join. Okay, you also have a function called as concat. Okay, so you can say concat first name, comma, last name. See, it did the same thing. It will concatenate 2 values that we pass. Okay, then you have substring. You have substring, you have instring. Substring returns the subset of that string that you give. Okay, so substring takes 3 parameters. First, the string. Second, the starting value, and third, the ending value. Okay, so let's say I'll say select substr. Substring is substr. Substr first name. Okay, substr one, comma 5. Okay, yeah, let me remove this out. We don't need it. So see, how many letters are we getting? See, I said 1, comma 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 only. Okay, if it is Amit is less than 5, so of course you get only 4. But Ellen, Sundar, Mose, David, Herma, Shell, right? These all only 4 characters got output. So we are saying substring. Substring means get a substring. Okay, get a value from this column. Okay. Last property that we'll do today is called Instring. Instring returns the numeric portion of the given characters. Okay, so if I want to know the value of A in each of these, so I'll say INSTR okay, first name in string, and I give a character D. So if D is not there, you get 0. If D is there, then it gives us it at what position. So what I'll do is I'll display first name also, so that you can compare the output. So see, Ellen doesn't have, Sundar doesn't have D. David has first position, right? Let's say we give A or something like that. So fifth position, so D is fifth position. D is second position, fifth position, fifth, second, second. Is it okay? Any questions so far?
No, sir.
Okay. So we'll continue. I told you, right? We are slowly increasing our complexity. We will do. It'll go on for a couple of weeks. We'll be able to wrap up in a couple of weeks. So yeah, please practice after this is done. Tomorrow, I'm going to tell you from where you can actually access this book and you can practice. Okay, I'll tell you to download app. You can download the app on Android or iOS, and you can connect and you can access the complete tutorial of SQL there. Okay, and you can practice by looking at it. Sure. So we'll end it here. If there's no question, we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.